finished our contributor meeting thanks to doing the finishing up what we started there. I was showing how to use Aider, and we're trying to implement this star count feature. So I'm going to be finishing up that star count feature just because I started it. And when I start something, I do like to finish it. So it is very, very close to being done, but I didn't want to take up too much time in that meeting. So I am going to finish it up. I'm also going to fix some other minor bugs, and then I'm going to move on to winter spec, getting winter spec running on Linux/Unix, because I am on Unix Mac land stuff. So let's get into it. I got to be relatively quick because meeting Canada honk and in a little bit. So yeah, lots going on. Okay, so the main issue right now, hard to see with my head, but star count is always 0. So for whatever reason, when you hit this, it's not incrementing, even though it's saying, like, look, you starred the snippet already. So we're going to fix that. And I'll try to use Aider to fix a lot of that as well. But yeah, we get this 400 issue when we hit add star. Already starred. That's probably fine. I might be able to improve this. You've starred. If error response status is 400, already starred. Oh, why doesn't it show that? Huh. I think that might fix it. Yeah, already started. You've already started the snippet. Okay. Although this is a dumb thing to do. If somebody's already started it should unstar it. But I guess we'll just roll with that bug for a little bit. We need to add a remove star. I'll create that as a separate issue. It's easy enough. People don't unstar that much. Okay. So star count is not computed properly. First, I'm going to commit I'm wondering why Aider made changes to the backend or some other pages that I wasn't expecting it to make changes to. So, oh, it added a star count to your dashboard. That's pretty cool. I love that. Snippet link. Oh, wow. It added it to every snippet link, the star count. That seems excessive to me, but all right. Yeah, okay. So some minor changes. Let's commit these up. And I'm also going to do a quick shout out in the Discord and just let people know. Let's see. Finishing up what we started in the contributor meeting live now. And then I got to get a link to my Twitter. Boom. Cool. Yeah, there's so much to do. Wow. Okay. I'm going to try to be really, really fast this morning, though. I want to get lots done. First things first, this star count doesn't work, so we're going to ask Aider to fix that. But first, we got to commit this. Let's see. Dashboard. Canada honk, what up? Yeah, I'm gonna be super quick and then wrap this up, and then hope to see you around Solaris. That'll be pretty fun. Me and Canada honk are meeting IRL today, which is a big deal because Canada honk is located in the UK normally, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Surprised you're up this early. What time is this? Is this UK time? UK time 5:30. Okay, that's not. Well, that's still a weird time to wake up. First couple days of jet lag. Glad you're around that Solaris area, though. Lots of good food. Jet lag is very fun. Okay, so star count on front end was the main thing we implemented. Damn, you guys really be touching grass. We're doing our best to touch some grass. Although it's a little bit of a concrete city out there, but but we're doing a little bit of grass touching. Okay, so star count isn't working. Let's add a test for it. Create a test for star counts. Normally, Aider is actually best at backends. If you have a really well-structured backend, I think Aider is really good at one-shotting those. What did I ask it to do? It feels like it did it in a weird way. I was just glancing at that diff, and it looks like it used the database rather than the endpoint. I don't remember. Whatever. Failed anyway, so it's gotten to the root of the issue. Fix the test such that star count increments. Professional grass toucher. Oh, I gotta make sure chat is showing on stream too. Yeah, there we go. It's probably unreadable. I don't care. I hope you're all squinting at your screens, trying to make out chat. All right, nice. Star count is now incrementing. We should be able to run bun start, and we should be able to see that star count now. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Star. You've started this project. Wow, these notifications are pretty annoying. There's already a pretty instant feedback. That doesn't look good either. How does GitHub's star count look? Yeah, they kind of have it inside of a pill shape. That does look better. But do I care enough right now? Do I care enough? I'm not sure I care enough. It should have added star counts somewhere else too. I think on the dashboard. It said it added it here. Maybe we need to refresh. Let me think. Your recent snippets. Maybe I didn't start this one? Is this the one I started? I don't know. But you know, the root of the feature is implemented. I'm not gonna be too anal about the appearance right now. I just wanted that add star feature. Moving the number to the left side of the star, but that's not how GitHub has it. See? It's on the right side, but it's inside of a pill. I think that's why it looks good. That, like, if you look at the two, it has this kind of faded background instead of parentheses. What is this? So view snippet header, I think, is where the main star button is implemented. Yeah, it puts it in parentheses. So I think what you actually want to do is not have it in parentheses. Currently overanalyzing if I can rock a, and then my emoji isn't loading, but a blank or not. That emoji, for some reason, in my chat window, emojis take 5 minutes to load. So I'm just going to guess it's a picture of a bowl cut. Oh, maybe it's an unshaven face, a beard. And those are my guesses for the emoji. A cap. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, always cap it up. You know what would be fun? I'm sorry I don't have this because this is the only hat, but I would have given you a hat if we had one. But unfortunately we don't. This is my only hat. And it's kind of gross. I could give you this one, but it's kind of gross. Also, I'm probably going to reprint this guy because I don't know. I'm not like a huge fan of the colors, so I might workshop it a little bit. But Hacktoberfest contributors are getting their hats in seven days. They're going to be able to order their hats for free. But I'm using Shopify, so it's going to be all fulfilled with Shopify. I see. Is there some NPM package that has the component you want? For visual stuff, when you're using Tailwind, you usually don't want to reach for an NPM package. Yeah, like you just figure out how to do it in Tailwind. There is a GitHub, there is like a GitHub star package, but in this case, like you can literally just create the span and then hit Command K and say, make a light background pill around the number. There's a package for everything. Oh, common JS joke. Oh, I see. I've been godded. Look, Theo, I work with, or timer in this context. I work with a wide variety of different skill sets, I would say, and you never know if it's a joke. You never know. People are like, "Oh, even or odd sounds like a great package." I'm a big importer, myself. I'll import every package under the sun. But okay, we star. I hate that toast. We're gonna get rid of that toast. See, I think it looks way better now. That's way better than parentheses. We do need a little bit of margin. And I am curious what it looks like if you have like 100. Not that anybody's gonna have that. Let's do 87. That 87 is the highest amount I could possibly expect anybody to have. Exactly 87. A little bit too much space. This feels like a 1.5 kind of situation to me. The margin. Yeah. Rounded PX2, that also feels like a 1.5 situation to me. I'm what they call a shape rotator, so very particular about spacing. I am digging the direction the UI dev is going with Shadcyan or Tailwind UI. Yeah, it takes a little while to embrace it. I would say, coming from the kind of like React component native world and not class name world, because like Tailwind in many ways was kind of popularized as a hack for SSR rendering. Like if you look at kind of like, oh, you know what else needs to change? If you start this repo, it needs to be filled in. But I'll create that as a future issue. I don't want to spend too much time on adding star. It's not a super, super high value add feature when barely anybody's creating snippets right now. It's mostly just me, and with good reason. I don't really expect anybody to create snippets until the AI kind of minimally works. So there's not too much of an expectation there for people to use it. Because like if the AI can't use it, it's probably too difficult for most people who are getting started. The AI is kind of like your getting started tool. Fixed star count. Yeah, that's fine for now. Okay, do GHPR create again to get my link. We're gonna move that out of draft. And then something else Aider fails a lot is formatting. But while that's going on, let's review the code because there are a lot of code changes to get this done. Yeah, that's actually a manual change. Star count. Yep. Okay. This is a little redundant, but that's being recomputed quite a bit. Yeah, look how many times this is recomputed. Definitely a get snippet utility function would have been better than repeating that everywhere, but I have like slightly different code quality standards for different parts of the code. So inside of the fake snippets API, the code quality standard is probably is around the lowest we ever go. Beyond like the basic test expectation, there's not too much. Like as long as if AI spit it out, it's probably high enough quality. Looks pretty good. I don't like this toast. I probably would have removed it had I thought about this longer, but it's fine. There's no other indicator because the star doesn't get filled in. Okay, cool. So that looks good. Format check and type check failed. I accidentally signed up for like an hour of work, essentially. I was just trying to showcase Aider. And then I got myself into this situation where I need to fix it. I used to work with another developer who worked on the opposite time zone as me, and I would hand things off overnight. We would work in lockstep, and this is totally something I would like hand over. I'd be like, yeah, it's basically there. There's like type issues and whatnot, but unfortunately, I am not working lockstep with anyone anymore. Guess everybody ID. Okay, this should be like that. It's a good type error, actually. It's kind of surprising. I think that probably is a pre-existing issue. I don't know. Improve type check. Best way to learn is when things go wrong. Very true. Very true. I mean, development is mostly debugging. I think the problem with a lot of people using AI is like they're like, oh, the AI got it really wrong. Like is solving the problem really wrong. If your AI is solving problems really wrong, that means that and you're adding all the context like I'm suggesting. And like there's also in any repo that has a docs directory, this one doesn't, but a lot of repos have a docs directory. If we have a docs directory, that is intended to always be added to the AI. The AI must read the docs, right? So you always do /add docs. I almost want to build this into my aid shorthand, so that it always happens, but it would have to be conditional because some repos don't have it. But like generally, if your AI can't do it, it's almost like an intern breaking production. It's like, well, clearly something is not set up properly, and AI shouldn't be so, maybe for a really complex feature like, I don't know, migrate to, Tailwind or something like that. I think we do have a flaky test, so I'm going to rerun. I'm pretty sure we have a flaky test because literally within, oh no, wait, list newest. No, I think it's the flaky test. Yeah, we have a flaky test. I definitely want to get to the bottom of that at some point, but for now I'm going to rerun. I'm going to allow the problem to continue, but we should definitely fix that flaky test at some point. All right, add star. Add star technically isn't done yet. Used to hate LLMs at first, but now I use them fairly regularly. Yeah, I mean like the alternative is to read and be your own LLM sometimes. We have people on the team who on the contributor team who they have to do math algorithms a lot, and they just do not need to really understand too much of it. They just need to know how to test it and understand everything around it. But somebody at that in our contributor meeting that just happened today. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. But anyway, I was saying, I'm currently in a Twitter thread. The CEO of Cloudflare responded to me on Twitter because I was talking about cap tables, and now people are giving me suggestions that are dumb, and I want to tell them they're wrong, but I want to do it on stream. So anyway, yeah, LLMs kind of are just like a really nice tool to have in the arsenal, especially if you're doing math, right? What? Oh, okay. That would be content. Yeah, it would be content, but I don't want to. It's like there are two wolves in me, and one of them is startup kind of cap table, like business logistics savvy, and then there's open source savvy, and I'm open source savvy today. I play mobile keyboard. Isn't that how you go viral? I really doubt it would be that interesting enough. I'm afraid to show my Twitter on stream because I think if I go to my profile, I don't think there's anything bad. I just haven't everything that I show on stream has been vetted where I know nothing bad kind of pops up, but I haven't done it for Twitter. Like for example, if I hit this button, who knows what's in those messages? People send me personal stuff all the time and stuff like that. So yeah, I kind of stay away. Yeah, math built-ins. Yeah, math is really the big area because math and algorithms actually it knows the pattern for a lot of algorithms. And then the other thing about LLMs is people people see it as a text prediction tool, which is correct, but it's actually more of a pattern prediction tool. And there's a lot of like kind of latent patterns that exist all over the place. So I think I watched a talk the other day how people were saying how, the theory that LLMs can become AGI basically uh, is like, oh, like, is all human thought just reapplying patterns? And then how can we represent those patterns? And I actually thought it was pretty compelling, not like from building AGI, but just a compelling argument that LLMs will be able to build most types of software because it's just like a reapplication of patterns and you just need to know how to represent it. Yeah, I mean, and even if the LLM isn't better at math than you, um, like the chance of it regurgitating something wrong in math is usually it's correct as long as you're not doing something weird. And so like 99% of the things we do are just slinging data around, right? Converting an arc from this to that, or just various forms of slinging data. So, um, right, okay. So we did the add star. It's not implemented on the back end, so it'll actually fail on production right now. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I could implement it on production, but I feel like I wanted to do something else. We need to get winter spec working on Linux again. Somebody did a PR for Windows, so I could jump into that. Let's just get that out of the way. Yeah. So this is the pull request. Now works on Windows. And these are really small changes too. So I feel like this is going to be really easy. So let's do this really quick. There's something else I wanted to do. I'm totally blanking on it though. All right. Let's check out main. Local changes. Let's revert those. Go to main and then GHPR, check out the PR number. What's the PR number? 19. Oops. Ooh, it checked out a fork. I hate when it does that. All right, that's fine though. Yeah, it's a little weird when you check out somebody else's fork because now I'm not pushing a my repo. Who knows? Who knows what could happen? All right, we've installed everything. We shouldn't be getting type errors right now. All these import. Oh, okay. Let's just run the tests. See what happens. Ooh, lots of stuff failing. I should have ran with Bell. This project is really complicated. So tests were pending. Cannot find module, worker, wrapper. Okay. Shared worker is no longer available. Value is not true. Node URL. File URL to path. I don't work with node built-ins that much. Let's see. File URL to path. It's in there. File URL to path. Value is not true. What is going on? Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Path to file URL. Does that one exist? Yeah, all right. So to fix the path issues on Windows, I think they did a lot of conversions around. So it's not able to resolve things the same way. File name, okay. Well, instead of using a URL, you're now returning an object where you override the path name. Ooh, oof. Typescript worker. Ooh, oof. How do you even find these fixes? These are crazy fixes. Hmm. Path resolve. So my guess is path.resolve on Windows acts differently than it does on Linux. That would be my guess. And so that's where this refactor comes from. It's always tricky to know where to start when a test suite is just completely 100% failing because of some change. Um, it's also not super great that these changes are repeated all over the place. So there's not like a central function. So I think what I want to do, this looks like a decent enough test. I'll just keep rerunning this test. So that's my test. And then I'm going to go back to main. And I'm going to isolate to just a single change. So there's like a single change here that we should be able to use in this diff. If I was really smart, I would just apply this diff. Am I smart enough? Git checkout Shibo software dev /main like this. Okay, cool. So now we have only one change versus main. Okay, so that change works. So maybe that's not the thing causing all the issues. Could be this one. So we could try checking out that one next. Trying to make a more minimal reproduction, right? Wait, I'm running the wrong file. Oops. Okay, still everything passes though. This one also looks pretty sketchy, so check out this. Do I have to rebuild something? I feel like I should have gotten a reproduction by now. Hmm. None of those caused an issue? That's crazy. Make request. Let's do this one, I guess. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm going to be embarrassed if this test was never failing. Oh my gosh, what is going on? I might have made a mistake here. Let's go to the PR. Let's revert everything. Oh, it's the worst. That's what happens whenever you get a fork. Whenever you check out a fork. All right. We're back on Shibo's branch, I think. Oh, yeah, that test never failed. Okay, that explains a lot. So, what test fails? I need an actual candidate failing test. Ideally, one that's very simple. Oh my gosh. It bothers me how they don't give a test URL with Ava or a test path. They like want to give you like this big name. They're like, oh, this is so much more readable. No, it's very, very annoying. Multiple tests in file API. We need a test. All right, let's just pick something for the test directory. Testing Ava. Recovers from initial build error. It seems kind of complicated. What? I need like a health test. This repo is not of my design, I will say. So I do get confused in this repo a lot. For what it's worth, I'm good any time from now, but no big rush. All right, I should probably not get too deep because I also have to shower. Yeah, so I will let's see, response manipulation. Yeah, all right, sorry, Shibo. I should I feel like this is gonna take some digging and you know, I got to in UK time, Canada Honk only has 3 hours before it's bedtime, so I'm gonna get to it. But yeah, I will post the recording of how Aider is used later. I was recording over here, and see you guys soon for whoever's watching. All right.